And good morning. This is Eureka John, Eureka Street Crypto Hub, broadcasting live on Saturday, April 10th, 2021, year 2021. Yes, it is 2021, not 2020. That's right. And I'm broadcasting from Leander, Texas, suburb just outside of Austin. And this is my video blog. And I'm recording the progress of everything I'm learning about cryptocurrency because it is absolutely fascinating to me. It is, to me, the kind of perfect amalgamation of all the technologies and science and philosophy and everything all rolled into one, and economics and everything that you can think of all put in together, and it is a high-tech product that is also in combination with things like philosophy and sociology and human beings. So it's tech and humans all rolled into one, and this thus is Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. And this is why I'm here to talk about this every single day, because there's always something new to learn in this space. I'm not a professional by any means. I'm just a dude who flipped on a camera to record myself as I go through this journey, and so nothing I say is professional. I'm not sponsored by anybody. I'm not shilling anything. Nobody's paying me. Somebody, I mean, you can give me a thumbs up on the YouTube video or on the Odyssey or library, the little flame icon thing. That would be appreciated. But aside from that, I'm not trying to bum any money. What else? Oh yeah, I do all these things in one take. I don't edit. Everything is raw and as you see it, and I'm not trying to polish or be professional or try to put on some facade trying to market for subscribers. It's not what I'm about and not what I'm doing. So, all right. That being said, let's take a look at the crypto rankings on CoinGecko. Let me refresh this page because I just wanted to make sure that Bitcoin was still in the $60,000 range, and it is. So this is the fifth time in 2 weeks here that Bitcoin has been in the $60,000 range. It hopefully will be a green day, and looks like so far it's going to be, let's see if Bitcoin stays at 60,000. It's kind of like played, it's just, just the tip there, and whatever you thought in your mind just then was your own dirty doing. So anyway, Ethereum at $2,161.81. So Ethereum's hit that 2,100 mark again, and so we'll see if we can sit there as well. Binance Coin 481.26. I don't really keep that track of Binance Coin because I can't really access Binance fluidly, and as being in Texas, we have a real tough time with Binance and any type of Binance products, and you got to use VPNs and can't really go from fiat to crypto on the Binance exchange, or do anything on Binance for that matter, because they see the old Texas state on my driver's license. And US regulations are basically choking themselves out, and the rest of the world is going to catch up as everybody starts adopting cryptocurrency. Third world countries, Africa, you would think that they would be really far behind with technology and crypto. Well, they're not. They'd be charging little villages in the middle somewhere, let's say like Uganda, are using a Honda generator to charge everybody in the village's cell phones at night, and then they're not using cash. They don't have a bunch of telephone wire poles up everywhere, but they do have cell phone towers, and they're sending each other cash all over the place on their cell phones, back and forth to each other. And all it is just a little tweak. Just add a crypto wallet, and bam, you have all of Africa suddenly covered, because they're already equipped with the tools to do so, and the desire and the literally the hunger to learn, because they want to do better, and they have the drive and motivation, where a lot of us here in the first world, we're not quite there yet. We're real skeptical and dubious of the new technology, and believe me, the new financial system is coming like a tidal wave, and you need to be prepared. And places like Africa, who don't have all the wealthy baggage that we decided we wanted to carry around, they are nimble and ready to jump on board. So, with Cardano really focusing on Africa, if they succeed, that will be a very wise move for them. So anyway, I don't know how I got on that tangent, but I did. And anyway, the rest of the world is going to be adopting crypto and everything first, and then suddenly America will be forced to join. And yeah, we're going to look up one day and realize that our dollar ain't worth crap, and we're going to have to deal in whatever. If we want to do any type of international transaction, it's got to be done in crypto. So yeah. Anyway, XRP in 4th place, holding steady now above $1. This is incredible news for XRP holders. Congratulations. I'm still assuming that you guys are still just kind of like right there at the mountaintop, just kind of, all the people talking smack about the XRP army. You're right here having your glory moment, but don't rest too long on your laurels. But I've been right there poking jabs at you guys, but I do have some XRP in some wallet somewhere with my keys missing. So yeah, whatever. That's just one of those things. But I've had it since about 2018, and it is what it is, and I'll probably never find it again. But either way, congrats, you guys. That's good. And then Tether, 99 cents, a stable coin. Yes, Tether is a stable coin. So we won't pay attention to it. Polkadot, 41.91. A lot of things going on with Polkadot. Polkadot and Kusama are competitors, both trying to achieve the same thing. Polkadot focusing more on enterprises and large corporations and stuff like that, where Kusama will focus on more of the small startups and things like that. Both are creating what's called parachains, and I'm not even going to try to jump into that whole concept right now, but basically it's people call them Ethereum killers, along with Cardano. I don't think that there's going to be an Ethereum killer with the rest of the world jumping in, and probably before the United States does. There's plenty of room. Ethereum has kind of temporarily created themselves a glass ceiling with all the high gas fees that have limited a lot of their interaction to people of financial means. So the rest of the world has jumped onto Binance Coin and Terra Luna as well, are two DeFi platforms that have really done this well this year due to the high Ethereum gas fees. Okay, let's go on down to Cardano at $1.23. So doing good, up 2.9% the past 7 days. So it's found itself a nice little nesting place. Uniswap, $30.28. Okay, Uniswap version 3 will be coming out in July. Litecoin, I don't really honestly know much about Litecoin news because I don't really follow Litecoin news. So sorry guys who love Litecoin, but it's basically for those of you who are new to all this, Litecoin is supposed to be like the silver of Bitcoin being the gold store value. Litecoin is the transactional Bitcoin, and Bitcoin Cash tries to do this too. They're both forks of Bitcoin, and a fork is using the same code base, but you alter it to create something new. People say something is not truly decentralized if you can't create a fork from it. So, I mean, it's kind of an interesting way to, in a positive spin on forks, because a lot of people generally associate forks with being something bad. But there have been some good projects coming out of fork. I don't think Litecoin is a bad project. I just don't know much about it, and it just, it's one of the older tokens, and I haven't really just paid much attention to it, honestly. But there are some major Litecoin enthusiasts, so yeah. Chainlink, 3251. So, all right. Yeah, good for Chainlink. A lot of Chainlink developments come out. I know yesterday I said I would probably cover Chainlink stuff today, but I really just don't feel like it, honestly. I got a kid's birthday party, my daughter's birthday. She's turning 2. My youngest daughter, I'm getting too old for this. By the time she's 18, I'll probably be like 65, I think. I don't know. But yeah, so. Anyway, Theta, 1284. Theta is going to be doing amazing. They are right now they're going to be participating in the World Poker Tournament, and I'm not sure exactly in what capacity, but they are going to be right there in the middle. Let me just Google that real quick and see what comes up. Theta Network World Poker. Am I typing faster than my computer will process? Wow. All right. And it is lagging because I'm trying to do a million things. Okay, so World Poker Tour and Theta Network to launch. Hold on. Let me get this window here adjusted. Ta-da! Alright. Okay, to launch world's first real-time NFT marketplace with a live premiere of the World Poker Tour Season 18. Roman numerals. Okay, more than 150 million World Poker Tour viewers globally will be able to participate in real-time NFT drops and auctions during live television and cable broadcasts. This is going to really bring this. I mean, there's been a lot of things that people say, well, it's going to bring it to the world. You know, Saturday Night Live bringing NFTs to the world. Lionsgate Entertainment has been showing movies on Theta Network. You know, there's just so many things going on that are supposedly going to bring crypto and Theta Network and NFTs to the world. This is just another one of those. You know, we'll just add it to the list. You know, I'm getting used to seeing this news of just crazy Theta news that is just bringing Theta to the Theta Network to the world. And they say that it's not meant to replace centralized content delivery networks like YouTube and Netflix, but it will go alongside it. I kind of disagree with that. You know, I think they're going to be putting the Theta Edge nodes in every single TV. Decentralized streaming video is where it is going towards, and if right now is a perfect entry point to jump into the Theta Network, in my opinion. This is just me and just what I'm doing. I just recently, about this time last week, earlier this week, bought another big batch of Theta tokens. So right now I'm trying to accumulate because in June it's just going to go ballistic. I think this World Poker Tour is going to bring a lot of publicity to Theta Network, so hold on to your seats. If you're in Texas, the best way to get Theta Network is via Simple Swap, because we can't use Binance, and that is the main way to get Theta Network right now. However, Theta Network on Coinbase, there have been some speculations or conjectures, I don't know, rumors that Theta Network might possible listing on Coinbase. So yeah, I would not be surprised if Theta gets listed on Coinbase. And you know, of course, Reddit is all abuzz with this type of stuff going on right now. Yeah, Binance is completely cashing out on Theta right now, and everybody jumping on the Theta bandwagon, and Binance has really been the only major exchange to really benefit from this. Yeah, here he says Bix Weir is predicting Coinbase picks up Theta before end of April. Yeah, so I don't know. It's just Simple Swap app isn't available in the US. Yes, it is. I use Simple Swap. That's how I get Simple Swap. So, and apparently KuCoin also works. I don't know. I think I've tried KuCoin and it hasn't worked for me. Maybe it's because I'm in Texas. So I don't know. Let me know, you guys, how are you getting your the Theta token if you are in the US? I'm curious because I've only used Simple Swap. It's the only thing that's worked for me right now. I don't really have any way to get T-Fuel except by earning it. So you know, by using my Theta Edge node. So let me know how you're getting your T-Fuel and your Theta token. Okay. Anyway, let's go down to some other news. There is another token here recently that has been doing some things. I mean, there's a bunch of tokens here. The Celsius network has gone up. You know, Hedera Hashgraph has gone sideways. Synthetic token's gone sideways. But I did want to look at a specific token right now because I get their newsletter and they are moving and shaking. The NOIA network right here, rebranded as Syntropy. It's down 6.8% in the past, 1.3% in the past 7 days, 6.8% in the past 24 hours. But that does not mean that they're not making moves. I get this newsletter. Let me see. Let me find it here. Okay. So Genesis node event launching April 13th. They're rolling out their whole Syntropy stack, which is, you know, supposedly it's going to be like super easy for anybody to log in and create an agent and a network, and to be what NOIA does is it eliminates bottlenecks in networks for there to be a steady, even flow of traffic, and it finds the quickest route for your internet connection to be able to make it to its destination. So there's no bottlenecks, and you don't get any choked up websites like you just saw when I was trying to load a page earlier. Hey, Martin Lariche, how you doing? Nice to see you on here. I've seen you on here before, and I remember. So thanks for jumping on again. But that's what NOIA Network and Syntropy does. It eliminates bottlenecks. It's kind of like a Waze app. If you've ever used a Waze on your cell phone in traffic to try to get across the city, and Waze tells you where all the traffic is, and the bottlenecks, and where the cops are and everything like that. And you can kind of adjust your route accordingly, according to all the possible hangups that you might encounter. Well, Syntropy is trying to do just that for internet networking. So they say it's supposedly really easy to log in and create. You have to use the NOIA token in order to be able to use this, and then there's a VPN available, and a VPN that does not share your private data. And then there is what's called here the Syntropy stack. Hold on, let me find it. I did sign up, and you create like endpoints and create your own network, and supposedly it's really easy for any Tom, Dick, and Harry to jump in and create a network and become a part of all this. However, I ended up having to go through, I'm going to have to download something called like a WireGuard, and then I have to configure it, and then I have to go in here and create an agent and add endpoints, and I don't know, it's not as easy as that they said it was. I mean, a lot of times these techie people tend to underestimate how dumb I can be. So just assume like I don't know shite about shite, which is pretty much true. As far as, I mean, I know some basic old web development stuff, and and I know how to install and configure, and I've even installed Linux on my machine, and I know some basics of doing that type of stuff. But like, you can't, I don't know, I've never used WireGuard, and I don't know how to configure it. I don't really know how to configure nodes using CLIs. I did manage to somehow configure my miner to mine Ethereum on this machine, but like, don't assume that we know crap and just call it super easy for anybody to install and use. But yeah, I mean, that's just aside. You can't expect everybody to cater to the way lowest common denominator. So but apparently they are doing a whole lot of stuff, and they are rolling it out now, and so there's a lot of innovation going on here. There's the DARP user interface that is coming out on April 13th. So the Genesis node event launches April 13th, and next week our distributed autonomous routing protocol will become a living organism fueled by the community itself. Earlier this year, we completed 3 rounds of community access to verify code stability. We exceeded our node target several times, so you can run a node, and that is how you will earn the NOIA token, by running a node and becoming one of those endpoints or node points to be able to watch traffic, basically, to watch internet traffic and report back to the users of this service, to be able to report where you are, what internet traffic looks like. So you can become an agent. So yeah, Syntropy 60 days of growth is what's going on right now, and they're trying to check all these things off by the end of April, and then May here. So a lot of stuff going on. They are on the Microsoft Marketplace, I believe, and so yeah, you can learn more about that. Let's take a quick look at this distributed autonomous routing protocol that is rolling out, and so this is going on with NOIA. So basically all I'm trying to say is there are things going on with NOIA right now. They are making moves, and I might not understand all those moves, but then again, who am I? And I don't even use this stuff in my workplace. So, but maybe you do, and you need the NOIA token to be able to use this type of stuff. But I went in and created a profile, and this is kind of what the interface looks like. You can add your endpoints and stuff like that. I have nothing to add because I suck. So, yeah. All right. So that being said, let's go on to other news. at 20 minutes, so I have 10 minutes to talk about this. Michael Saylor, he's one of my favorite dudes, okay? I've listened to him being interviewed or talking with Robert Breedlove, and he has what's called the Saylor Academy, okay? Saylor Academy is actually, I need to follow this. It's his attempt to just help educate people. He is definitely the definition of a Renaissance man right now. He says, learn 1, statistics, 2, coding, 3, communication, and 4, clear thinking to create your own path to success. He is right now one of the most avid evangelists for Bitcoin. He is the CEO of MicroStrategies. If you don't know what MicroStrategies is, it is basically software that is being sold to large companies and enterprises to be able, I mean, it has a huge spread of what it does. But I mean, if you've ever seen like Home Depot and the people walking around with the handheld things that check inventory and stuff like that, a lot of that has been developed with MicroStrategies. So it is one of the largest companies in the world, and he's one of the richest people, and he's buying Bitcoin like it's going out of style. And the way he eloquently expresses Bitcoin and the philosophy and everything behind Bitcoin and how it's going to revolutionize the world, it'll make you want to buy Bitcoin too. And I ended up buying a bunch more Bitcoin after I listened and completed his What is Money series with Robert Breedlove. So so I think it's important to always continue your education. I'm a fairly educated person myself. I got myself what a lot of people would call a useless piece of paper, a Master of Divinity from a very prestigious school. And I'm still paying to this day at 45 years old on my student loans, and I will probably never end up paying those off because I'm basically just been paying on interest for the past 10 years. But either way, that aside, I'm not using my education in a direct sense. However, I believe every single day when I talk to my customers and when I deal with my family and in every single day life, I do use my education because I can learn to step outside myself and think critically about things and to research and analyze things. And maybe, you know, if you've been watching my videos, probably not, you know, at the par you're thinking, but you know, it does help me in life. And yeah, I don't think I would have gotten this far of where I am without some kind of education. And it doesn't have to be some certified piece of paper from some fancy institution either. It can be through the Saylor Academy. So let's go take a look here real quick. Sailor.org. All right, so here it is, your bridge to better. All this is free. You know, learn new skills, earn credit towards a degree, or advance your career at your own pace. Build your bridge to better anywhere at any time with free courses at Saylor Academy. And then with as famous as Michael Saylor is getting and the respect that he is gaining, especially with people, you know, millennial and younger, and then I'm a Gen Xer, you know, I feel like this degree will be valuable right now. So this is, you know, in my opinion, a bargain, you know, so I'm going to do this, and I know I say I'm going to do a lot of things, like this whole Chainlink hackathon I said I was going to do, and the deadline is coming up for those projects. I realized when I started digging in that I have a lot of work to do on learning coding before I can actually meaningfully participate in that Chainlink hackathon. But that being said, I can come back here to the Sailor.org Academy, and I want to learn some new skills, okay? Because I've finished all my fancy degrees, and that's okay. There are a lot of holes, some gaping holes in my education. I absolutely learned zero about finance. So there are ways you can join here. This is what your certificate will look like. And then there is a list of classes. Let's see here. Course catalog. Art history, art appreciation, biology, introduction to business, introduction to financial. It just kind of helps you start over and learn the stuff when you were maybe partying in college or just dealing with some stupid, you know, relationship with some girl that you have completely forgotten the name of now, and stuff like that. The things you get hung up on when you were younger and you think are so important are not important later in life in your 40s. And then you're like, damn it, I wish I would have paid more attention. You can introduction to computer science, start from square one, fill in those gaps. Introduction to Python. Python is a very necessary programming language that can branch out and help you in a lot of aspects, including blockchain technology and creating smart contracts. There's actually a smart contracting language that is based on Python and is with the Lambda Tau blockchain and is geared towards mobile devices. And then there's C++ programming, elementary data structures. I mean, you can learn all this, and it goes into economics, microeconomics, macroeconomics, pre-college English, technical writing, English as a second language, geography, history. You know, they go through so much history on that What is Money series with Robert Breedlove. It's amazing. And I've been listening to the History of the Roman Empire podcast along with History of Byzantium now. And I can't tell you how significant knowing history is to actually gaining a level-headed perspective on all the chaos and antagonism and fear-mongering and everything happening right now on the media. And when you can look back and take a step back and look at history as a whole, you can have a level head and a clear stance on things, and and not get wrapped up in this emotional roller coaster that is happening with people. Even very educated people are getting sucked into this emotional. I mean, with the lady of the CDC was warning of impending doom. What kind of professional gets up on a podium and tries to scare people about impending doom? No professional talks like that. And this is the head of the CDC, I believe. So I mean, I don't know. It just blew my mind when I heard that. So this type of education here will prevent that type of hyperbole and those type of reactions, learning skills, mathematics, calculus, algebra. Algebra did not click for me until I was in my third year of college. Yeah, and then suddenly I got algebra, and I don't know how it just happened. And then philosophy, physics, political science, professional development. I mean, seriously, if you can just carve out an hour of your day and just chip away, chip through all this stuff, and a little bit at a time. Like these podcasts are 190 something episodes long every day, just one episode on my commute to work and one from work, and it just chips away. And before you know it, like this podcast here that I'm doing, episode 107. I'm on episode 107. It doesn't feel like I've done 107 episodes. So do yourself a favor. If you think you're educated and you know everything, then you probably need it the most. Fill in those holes. Make yourself better. That's all I got to say. Anyway, I think I've gone on long enough on this rant. This episode has been kind of a bit of a rant and less about the technology. I did touch on NOIA network, but I'm sorry for that. And anyway, I want to encourage everybody to do better for themselves and to continually improve, and know that you are not a finished piece of art. And your piece of art will never be finished until you're dead, and then the people that remember you afterwards will put together the pieces and create something to remember you by. And let's just hope that those pieces are well-formed pieces that will fit together to create a great picture. Okay, well, I'm gonna go do my Saturday, and I will jump on tomorrow morning, and let's try to get into something a little more technical. I'm going to try to hopefully comb through this Audius white paper tonight, and I've been meaning to go dive in a little deeper on that. So yeah, we'll check that out. All right, well, I will talk to you guys tomorrow, and feel free to shoot me a DM or a comment and give me a thumbs up on YouTube or that little flame icon on Odyssey or Library. And I appreciate you watching, and any words of encouragement. So, and to those of you who hate on me, sorry, man. I'm not sorry. All right, bye.